Hello, this is Gorillas Freak 25. It's Reds Fan 250, depending on where you're watching, but I don't think I'm going to post these on Instagram anymore. Today is January 16th, 2017, Monday. It is the third Monday of the month of January, which means it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, instead of talking about MLK Day, what are you going to call it, about remembering who he was, I mean, to give a recap for anyone who doesn't know by now, he was a famous figure, civil rights leader, primarily in the 1950s and 60s, especially in the 60s. He was arrested countless times for his civil rights, what they classified as disobedience. And on April 4th, 1968, he was assassinated, allegedly by James Earl Ray, who has since died. He died at the age of 70 back in 1998. There's a lot of conspiracy theories and different theories on whether he did it, but we're going to set that aside for now. Anyway, so he truly agreed with the peaceful protest too, and this actually outraged other figures such as Malcolm X. So my question to you guys on YouTube, whatever, is, do you think, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, Martin Luther King Jr., the brilliant guy he was, the uniter, the peaceful protester, would agree with the current actions of the Black Lives Matter movement? And I don't want to hear a rebuttal saying that the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't originally intended for that, because that very well may be true. But look at what it's turned into. I mean, the movement's been going strong for about a full year now, I guess. I think, if you want to call it a movement. And all I have seen are racially divided riots. I mean, to be completely honest, the only people I even see support that movement are blacks, and I would say Latinos seem to follow through since they feel ostracized in society as well. But trying to find a Caucasian American to support that is pretty difficult. And I know it's trying to be a political issue, but I know white liberals who are completely against it, and I know white conservatives who would never agree with a white liberal except for this movement. I just don't think the movement is what it intended to be. I don't think Martin Luther King would want this movement to persist. I mean, it's turned into, let's fight for black rights, to blacks are the only ones that matter. No other race matters. No other race matters. I don't ever hear anything about Latinos. I don't ever hear anything about or Native Americans, any form of Asians, whether it be Middle Eastern or not. I don't hear anything about that. I don't hear anything about gender oppression. I don't hear anything about any of that either. As a matter of fact, I see blaming white people. I see riots. I see them attacking white people for no reason. I just don't see any positive thing about this movement anymore. And, so I'm just kind of curious. Do you think he would? Because I don't think he would. I don't think Dr. King would support it. He said in one of his famous interviews about a non-violent protest. One of the reasons why people like Malcolm X had such an issue with him. So, anyway, just tell me what you think. I'm not going to get in the full details right now, so that's all there is to say. And remember this day. I think he had good intentions. And it's not just a 3-day weekend for a lot of people. It's not just a day off of school. So remember that.